Hello everyone, hope you all are fine and doing well. Well, in this chapter, we will discuss about the word pure. Yes, you must have seen this word pure written on milk packets, ghee, butter, salt, spices, water bottle, juices, etc. For a common person, pure means without any adulteration. But for a scientist, all these are a mixture of different substances, hence not pure. For example, milk. According to scientists, it is a mixture of water, fat, proteins, etc. So when a scientist calls a substance as pure, when it is made up of same kind of particle, means they must be same in their chemical nature. So they call it as a pure substance. Name of this chapter is Matter Around Us Pure. We see many things around us. We call them matter, which already we have discussed in first chapter. So in this chapter we will see, are they pure or impure? What do we mean by pure substance? And what do we mean by impure substance, that we will discuss in this chapter. Name of this chapter is Matter Around Us Pure. There is a question mark about the purity of a substance. But first of all, let's see what is a matter that we already have studied in first chapter. Matter is anything which occupies space and have mass. Anything that occupies space and have mass is called matter. Example, solid, liquid, gas, etc. Broadly, we can divide matter into two groups, as a pure substances and mixtures. First of all, let's see what are these pure substances. When we can call a substance as a pure substance. A pure substance is one which is made up of only one kind of particle. We can take example of platinum metal. All the particle inside this platinum metal, they are made up of one type of particles only. Pure substances, they are of two types, element and compound. First of all, let's see what is an element. Element is a substance which cannot be split up into two or more simpler substance. Means we cannot further divide the particle of element. They have their unique property. We can take example of iron particle, gold particle. They have their own property and we can never get simpler substance out of these iron or gold metal or the element. So they are made up of only one kind of particle and we cannot further divide them. Elements, they are also of three types: metals, non-metals and metalloids. Metal, non-metal, metalloids, these are types of element. Another type of pure substance is compound. Compound is a substance which is made up of two or more elements which are chemically combined in a fixed ratio. Like water. In case of water, hydrogen and oxygen, these two elements, they are chemically combined, two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. They combine chemically and make compound. Compound, it can be broken into two or more elements by chemical method, but by any of the physical method or the process, we cannot separate these elements. Compound is a pure form of substance in which the elements, they combine chemically in a fixed ratio. Now we know matter can be classified as pure substances and mixture. if we mix sugar and sand, which are different elements, they do not leave their own property. Sugar and sand particle, we can easily separate them by any of the physical method. If we add more sugar, then also mixture remains same. Means proportion doesn't matter in case of mixture. If we dissolve some salt in water, we get salt solution. In another beaker, we have taken water and mud. If we dissolve them, try to dissolve them, then too we can see the mud particles in beaker. But in case of salt solution, if we look properly, then too we do not see any of the salt particle which settle down. While in case of muddy water, all the mud particle they settle down at the bottom. So these two are different types of mixture, homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture. In case of homogeneous mixture, the particles they are uniformly distributed. Homogeneous mixture they are also called solution. Solutions generally they are made up of solute and solvent. Uniformly distributed solvent and solute particle make a solution. In case of salt solution, water is a solvent while sodium chloride, salt is a solute. Homogeneous mixture, they are of three types: liquid in liquid, solid in liquid, and gas in liquid. Vinegar in water, it is a good example of solution liquid in liquid. In case of salt and water, salt particles they are solid in nature while water is liquid. Then example of gas in liquid is soda water. Here CO2 gas is dissolved in water. And heterogeneous, these are two types of mixtures. Heterogeneous are suspension and colloids. Let's see suspension. Particles are big enough that we can see them with our naked eye. They are of size 10 to power 5 centimeter. We can easily see the particle. Slowly, these particles settle down at the bottom. In case of muddy water, all the mud particles they settle down at the bottom. In case of colloids, we can take example of milk. Particles seems to be uniformly distributed. They are smaller than 10 to power minus 5 centimeter. But we cannot see these particles with our naked eye. By using a powerful microscope, electronic microscope, we can see the particle of colloids. Light effect in homogeneous and heterogeneous mixtures. If we pass light through colloid solution, it scatters the beam of light. We can take the example of egg albumin mixed with water. It is called a colloidal solution. It scatters the beam of light. Light gets scattered here. It do not passes through solution. This effect was shown by scientist Tyndall, and this effect is called Tyndall effect. Scattering of light by the particle is called Tyndall effect. In case of true solution, light easily passes through the solution.